certified most accurate. Now your TV5 First Alert forecast.
I'm First Alert Meteorologist Mathieu Mondro with your Sunday morning forecast update. And on this Sunday, we are tracking some snowfall in our forecast. First of the season for us locally, certainly something that some of us have been looking forward to throughout the week. But of course, safety still of utmost importance with this snow too. I will say right off the bat, by Monday morning, we could see a little bit of ice developing on bridges and overpasses. So I do want to urge caution with that. Otherwise, though, during the daytime for the Sunday, most of the snow should still largely be unimpactful for the majority of our area. There's just going to be an area of lake effect that moves in during the afternoon and the evening, specifically right downwind of the Saginaw Bay, where we could eventually see some roadway impacts even by the end of the daytime today. But we have that system snow moving through this morning, lake effect developing off of the Saginaw Bay. Eventually, that system snow will be moving out of here by the late morning or pretty much right around lunchtime. And then from there, it's purely lake effect as we go throughout the remainder of the afternoon and the evening. So you see that snow coming right in off the Saginaw Bay, even for the Tri-Cities. Specifically, the focus is more on Bay City and Saginaw rather than Midland. Now, as we go into tonight, some of that lake effect still ongoing, but eventually turning to just a few flurries in the thumb. Our wind will be backing to the north as we go into tonight. But here's that snow totals map. Most of the area is still unchanged from where our previous map was too. Trace to 2 inches in the southern thumb and our southern row of counties, Elma, Mount Pleasant as well, and then a trace to 1 inch northwest. But as we zoom in on the Bay region here specifically, this is that lake effect that we are tracking. Could bring some more significant totals, but to a very narrow window here. This includes places like Bay City, Saginaw, Reese or Munger, even towards Akron and Fairgrove. But really, that's about it there. But this is where we have seen that data really lining up this morning, trying to bring in some locally higher totals just to these spots. It is still going to have some variance again once again for this. We could even see that heaviest area of snow almost being like a bullseye, only a couple of miles wide, where pretty much everywhere around it still has fairly minimal totals. Now, temps for today hover at about 36 degrees, so we do expect roads to mainly just stay wet for today. But again, first alerting you to some refreezing possible tomorrow morning. That would be on roads that are both untreated and still damp as we go into tonight. But we will have lows falling down to 21 for tonight. Pretty cold, and we'll have wind chills in the teens tomorrow morning. 34 for the high tomorrow, back to about 39 on Veterans Day on Tuesday. And then towards the end of the week, we are back to more of a fair forecast with temps into the mid to upper 40s.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.